season. Alongside Jim Schwab, great to have you here this afternoon. Kansas City trying to win their second straight game and improve their position in their second place position in the South Central position. Harrisburg got their first road win last night in St. Louis, and they've been playing some good soccer. Jimmy, it's good to see you again. Great to have you back in the chair for our broadcast this afternoon. Comets coming off their best game of the season, and we'll keep a close eye on keeper Mark Saxby for the Comets, because he'll be making his, for Saxby, he will be making just his fifth start of the season. Saxby 3-1 on the year after Brett Petracek and the Comets decided to part ways.
Well, Nick, I mean, I think Mark Saxby's played well. At 3-1 record, it's not like you're not downgrading your keeper here. So I look for good things down the stretch for Mark Saxby and the Comets.
Saxby comes in with a goals against average of 6.8 and his save percentage 57%. There is Robert Palmer. Palmer had a tremendous game last week against Orlando. Palmer had a season high for the team, 8 blocks against Orlando, and he really helped out his keeper last week. Comets are looking for that same performance here, and a similar performance for Harrisburg last night in St. Louis. Nelson Santana, who has the ball for the Heat, said it was defense and it was attitude that helped them prevail over the ambush last night down in St. Louis.
Anytime you go on the road, Nick, and you have to have an attitude. You know what? You're not going to have the crowd there. You're not going to have anybody in your corner, but the team has to rally around each other and to be successful.
This weekend, Orlando has lost and St. Louis has lost. I asked John Sosa before the game, are they aware of how important this game is this afternoon? And he says, yeah, they can't afford to give away any more games, especially the ones here at home. There's only 2 more home games after this, Coach.
Well, Coach, like I talked to him, I didn't make the game last week. I was out of town, but Coach said every game from here on out is a playoff game. And he was very pleased with their performance. Now, the consistency and the inconsistency, that's what we have to worry about. And that's what, you know what, to be honest with you, Nick, when's the last time we started a game well? I mean, I don't know about last weekend. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'll go back to San Diego.
Take me with you.
Yeah, let's go.
Foul called against Kansas City. There's Tavoy Morgan. He is a rookie, and boy, what a good pickup he's been for Harrisburg. 14 goals and 6 assists for the Spanish Town, Jamaica native. Near side, ball is rolled to Dylan Hundell. Yeah, that Hundell. He is the son of Kevin Hundell, who Coach Schwab, you played with in your day.
Yeah, Kevin's a little bit younger than I am, and Chris Hundell's their cousin and relative, but great family history and a lot of St. Louis history there in soccer and excellence. And Kevin was a big Steamers and ambush player.
Kansas City trying to set up their offense. They kick it all the way back to Sosa. And back there with Sosa, hounding Sosa, is Julien Escobar from Urbana, Maryland. Saxby with the ball, plays it over to Matingu. Matingu had a pair of goals last week in the Comets' win over Orlando. Here's Sosa. He had a pair of goals and 2 assists. Boy, Sosa looked great last week. He plays it up to Palmer, return pass to Sosa. 12 minutes left in this opening quarter here between the Comets and the Heat. Kansas City in second place in the South Central Division. Milwaukee and St. Louis are playing this afternoon. They got underway about an hour ago, and we'll update the scores from around the league. You've got Milwaukee at St. Louis at 3:05. You also have Dallas at Monterey tonight at 5:05. And then in Mississauga, Baltimore is playing with the Metro Stars. That game got underway at 2:05 our time. Restart Comets. Here's Sosa. On up to Togba. Togba rolls it in, and a little softy there to get the Comets going early. How about that?
A little spinner. I think the keeper was completely shielded, and he just hit it. You know what? You got to hit it on frame.
Take a look at this one again, Schwabi.
Watch it. Not his first choice. Second runner, almost third runner. Here we go. He hits it. And had a little, had a little juice on it. It had a little juice on it.
Some English, huh?
Yes, I would say, watch this. First, second runner, third runner hits a left footer, and that's a bender. And you know what? He'll run on the film session, he won't have to claim that one. Now he'll claim it.
Well, when you look at the box score, that's going to be a goal there for James Togba. And Togba picking up his 11th goal on the year. Sosa comes up with his 13th helper. And the Comets out to a 1-0 lead here early.
Great start for Kansas City, Nick, to get a restart goal off a deflection. Very, very crucial moment there.
Last week, Coach, they had 4 restart goals. Sosa was back and, of course, responsible for a lot of those restarts. They were really effective last week and off to a good start here.
Well, I think John Sosa sees the game. He's very skillful in his passing, not rushing the pass. He waited for his first option, second option, and then the third option. Even though it was a terrible hit, at least he got it on frame.
There's a drive by Gibson, and the keeper for Harrisburg, Perez, ranges to his right and makes the save. Comets and Heat meeting for the first time this season. Harrisburg setting up their offense. Right now with it, it's David Meller. Played into the center circle there for Escobar. Now right side, it comes to Morgan. Morgan splits the triple team, fires a left footer, and that went up and over the glass. Looks like a group of Rising Star Elementary parents are there right at section 102.
Somebody made a good save.
Yes, I think so.
And you know what? Nifty move by Harrisburg there. Harrisburg's been playing well.
I talked to their head coach, Pat Healy. You know Pat Healy, of course. And he says, you know, hey, they've won like 5 of the last 7. They've beaten the likes of Baltimore. They've beaten Milwaukee. They've beaten UCFC. They've beaten some good teams. He says their team is playing well. They're a young team, and they're learning how to play together. I think they have as many as 5 or 6 rookies on their team. So they're youthful, and they do have some experience. So this Harrisburg Heat team is, they've got some talent. Saxby kicks it long, looking for Gibson. Touched by the Heat up to the center circle. Tavoy Morgan's got it. Here's Morgan down the right side, trying to slot it near side for Matt Brame.
One thing, Nick, that my observation here, they're very, very athletic, going up and down. And look at the runs.
Oh, and look at this. Here's a shot at a goal. Harrisburg ties it. They get behind the Comet defense, and it's Tom Meller who comes up with the goal.
Watch this run, Nick. We're talking about athleticism. Here it is at its finest. Backdoor run, and he lets him go.
Oh, what a run by Meller. There's Tom Meller. He is from Oldham, England, and his brother David Meller also plays on this Harrisburg Heat team. I don't know if he's playing in this afternoon's game, but it reminds you of some of the brother combinations that we've seen in the indoor game. The Dunn brothers. Schmetzers. How about the Dusowskis?
Yes. And I had the pleasure of playing with all of them, playing up for them and against them. So
some good battles. 9.5 to play in the first. We are tied at 1 here at Sports Shake Field inside Silverstein Eye Center's arena. Matingu kicked it out of bounds. Ryan Sigich is the senior referee this afternoon. That one went off of Harrisburg.
The boss is here.
The boss. Here's Kyle Williams. He didn't play last week against Orlando, but he's back in there. And the Comets are missing Lucas Rodriguez. He's been placed on inactive status. Have you know what's going on with Lucas? I think it's his knee, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's his knee. Hopefully he doesn't have to have surgery, but we'll have to wait and see on that one.
So the Comets without Rodriguez. And there's Kevin Ellis into the game for the first time. He heads it into the area, and it's taken out by Harrisburg. Comets trying to win it back, and they do. Matingu forward to Ellis. Back to Kyle Williams. Williams looking for the far post. Now a shot.
Oh, goodness.
Holy cow. That's Guy Gomez again.
Gomez with a left-footed rifle.
Holy cow, Guy Gomez. Boy, he is taking his new role. And he gets his 2nd goal of the season. Take a look at this one, Schwabe.
Watch this, comes off, and he says, oh, first time, hits a laser.
Oh, my gosh. Guy Gomez with the boom.
Watch this coming back. He hits this first time. Nobody's set up for it, and he hits it. He puts it up top. What an amazing strike and an amazing finish.
28 seconds of the first quarter. His 2nd goal
Kansas City. Again, Gomez is second on the year, and for Kyle Williams, that is assist number 7 on the year. And Kansas City leading once again 2-1.
Let's see if the Comets can get out and not trade goals here. Let's get some difference, get the man up, and let's go get after it here.
Stokic will leave, and Gibson will come back on. Stefan Stokic out there as a defensive runner for Leo. Sosa looking for someone to play it to. Into the midfield to Gibson. Gibson plays it off the board. Palmer tracks it down. Wall pass through the area. No Comet is there. And Morgan taps it back to Miller, who's up and throwing down the right side. Oh, that was close to being a 2-minute penalty there. Nacho and the Heat player, Daniel Villela, got tangled up, and just a foul called on Sosa.
I'll tell you what.
I heard that up here.
Wow. That was loud. And I think they just got tangled up, Nick.
So here's Villela off the glass into the area, and a foul called against Harrisburg. Scores from around the league. Baltimore has defeated Mississauga 5-4. Baltimore improves to 11-6 on the year, and at the half, Milwaukee leading St. Louis 4-0. Here it is 2-1 KC over Harrisburg.
And Nick, where's the Milwaukee game at?
St. Louis.
It is.
Yep. Here's Palmer. Palmer forward to Anthony Grant. Rolled in towards Gibson. Leo comes out with the ball. Dribbles it away from the goal. 7 minutes to play in the first. Now Leo reverses his field. Goes past Santana. Trying to go through Morgan. Morgan with the ball. Leo still battling there in the corner. And now joining in is Perez. Ball squirts free. Harrisburg kicks it away. Morgan thought about taking a swipe at it. Now it comes down to the feet of Perez. And taken down by Morgan. Foul called on the Heat. Comets with another restart here, and Perez will trigger the restart. Brian Perez, the team captain, has not missed a game in the last 3 seasons.
That's amazing, Nick.
It really is.
For how the physicality of the game. Watch this. Oh.
Anthony Grant liked something there. Did not get enough leather on it. Plays it back to Saxby. Anthony goes off, and Kyle Williams comes on. Here's BP, Brian Perez. To Williams. Correction, Palmer. A little miscommunication there between Palmer and Saxby. Kevin Ellis is there. Ellis plays it up to Williams. Now back to Saxby. Comets trying to work the build up here. And a long ball towards the goal. It's knocked out of bounds off of who? The referees are looking at each other. They haven't signaled. We'll find out when we come back. Media timeout. 6:11 left to play in the opening quarter. Kansas City with a 2-1 lead over the Harrisburg Heat. Are you really?
No matter how well you provide for your family today, if you don't have life insurance, their future may be at risk. Why not help guarantee those you love $250,000 or more with life insurance through AIG Direct? Less than $14 a month buys a 40-year-old man a $250,000 term life policy. That's up to 3 times what you can get from other companies for the same price. Make the future more secure for those you love.
Call 1-800-723-8547.
Is your credit card debt driving you batty? We're going up! Just like your credit card fees and interest rates.
Always fear the debt sucker
suckers are here. One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your back. Consolidated Credit will lower your interest rates, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, and get you out of debt fast. Call Consolidated Credit and get your life back.
Call 800-207-4423. That's 800-207-4423.
Alongside Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos, and our entire Silverstein Ice Center's Arena crew, Brad Zimmerman directing, Lindsay Adele on replay, live look at the Comets bench. Guy Gomez gets his second goal of the year. The Brazilian really playing very well for the Comets. So the restart by the Comets, 6 minutes to play in the first. Comets are going to work it around the perimeter here, not take a direct path towards the goal. So we'll see here as they build it up. Sosa tries left side to Kevin Ellis. Kevin Ellis, what a game last week against Orlando. Pair of goals in just his second game with the Comets. If you're not familiar with Kevin Ellis, he spent 8 years in MLS. Wall pass in the middle, looking for Ellis, flashing in. Could not put a boot on it. 7 of those 8 years he spent with Sporting Kansas City, and now playing here for the Comets. Drive by Togbus, blocked by Harrisburg. Sosa hits one right off a Heat player, and the rebound comes back to Saxby. Here's Ellis on the half line with 5.5 to play in the first. Now back to Saxby, the Olathe, Kansas native. He's right here from our areas. Good pass there by Ellis up to Togba. Togba looking for a chance to fire one on goal. Full flaps, puts on the brakes and plays it back to the half line. Comets with good possession here. Now Ellis turns away from the defender. Ellis with space, shoots and scores! Oh, how about the patience of Job? And the Comets lead 3-1.
How about the skill involved there, Nick? You're going to wait to see this on the replay because it might look better on replay. Watch this. He cuts it, the C's part, and he just slices it home left-footed. Very nice to watch.
Boy, that was
patience a little.
Oh, he just came into that opening area, and keeper didn't know what foot he was going to hit it with.
Well, the big thing is you always force the offensive players to your outside. They forced them inside, and they made them pay.
Yep.
And you know what, Mr. Ellis, yeah. if the Heat's going to give it, we're going to take it.
Yes, you're right, sir. Kevin Ellis from Kansas City, Missouri, gets his third in his third game. John Sosa with his second assist, his 14th on the year, and the Comets lead 3-1.
Folks, our computer system was so excited by that left-footed goal from Kevin Ellis. It just wants to celebrate all day.
And it looks like we might have some, you and I might have to fill, what do you call that in the television business, fill, because the having some issues with the lights. Kevin Ellis may put the lights out.
He did. I mean, anytime you open the, they wish you went the lights off a little quicker. To go up 3-1 here with 4:55, 4:33, sorry, 4:55. Should be interesting here, but the lights are dimmed here.
And we've got, you know, the ribbon above is working here.
In the 80s, this would be fashionable.
Yeah. Yes, it would.
You'd have to go down to Checkers, Westport, and all these other places. This is an atmosphere here, Nick.
There's the ribbon
Here they
right
come.
there. Oh, the lights are coming back on, but there's that ribbon we were talking about. Oh, there, the lights are back on.
As a visiting coach in this league for a few years, I would always want to, like if we were down, I was looking for the plug or the fire alarm. Not to make joke of that, but I'd pull the plug anytime to get an advantage.
Kick the plug right out of the socket.
Oh, yeah.
Wall pass by Harrisburg. Looking for it to roll into the area. That one came off the foot of Danny DePrima from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, which is just a nice drive down I-15 from Harrisburg.
I spent some time in Hershey, Pennsylvania, Nick. When I was rehabbing my knee, I went up there and stayed in right by Hershey Park and Hershey Park Arena.
I have fond memories of us traveling up there to Harrisburg, and
but I was there 2.5 months. Stayed right there with 10 or 12 of my closest friends, roommates. But I stayed up there and played in that league before I came back with the Comets.
Beautiful part of the country up there.
Billy Betcher's a unbelievable friend of mine from Hazelwood East. And
Oh, yeah.
Larry Tukas was a member of the Harrisburg.
Keep him coming.
He dug one out early. Franklin McIntosh.
Oh, boy, I remember him.
Here we go. Another dangerous restart here.
Got a quick restart here.
Got
That foul.
You got him good.
Oh, yeah. All right, the restart underway. Rebound off there from Nacho. Boy, sure would be great to get Nacho going. Now, Miller couldn't hang on to the ball, and the Comets still working. Now, Togba shoots, and Miller makes the save. Right place, right time.
Yeah, I don't think you got all that one, Nick, but great positioning by the goalkeeper.
Here's Perez battling with Morgan on the far boards. Now front and center it comes to Harrisburg. Here's a drive. That one wide left. And Togba kicks it up towards the half line. Guy Gomez tracks it down along with Nelson Santana. Gomez double teamed on the boards. He goes down, no call. Still a fight for the ball. Gomez comes out with it again. Gomez with 2 white jerseys on his tail. He goes down in a heap, and both teams play on.
There's more diving over there than a swim team practice. Oh, I mean, Harrisburg tried it. Good to call by the boss, Mr. Sigich. I mean, they got their feet wet. They're jumping in there.
Now Ellis really going hard at it with Patrick Thompson. He'd get it back. Here's Villela. Sends it down here to his teammate. That's Carvalho. And a whistle and a foul called on Carvalho.
Early in the year, Nick, when we talked about situational problems, this is the one. They tried to dribble out of here, and they cleared it. Yeah, he got kicked for it, but instead of messing with it and getting cut out in our defensive third, we cleared it, got a foul out of it.
Sosa comes up a little tender on that left ankle.
He's Sosa. Not tender. He's looking for a little sympathy. He'll be fine. Watch this. Watch this. Oh. Oh, yeah, he's great. No problem. He'll blame that bad pass on his ankle. After that, he'll be back.
2:32 to play in the opening quarter. 3-1 Kansas City over Harrisburg. Fed into the corner looking for Carvalho. Carvalho wall pass through the area, kicked out by Matingu. Good defensive play, and it comes out to Ellis. Ellis, can he thread the needle to Anthony Grant? Well, he let him just a little bit too strong. It comes off the boards, and Harrisburg taps it out towards the midfield area. Now Anthony Grant gets it back. He goes down, and a foul is called on Patrick Thompson.
I tell you what, I don't know if Kevin Ellis misled him a little bit or Grant was looking for something off the boards. And that's the difference. I mean, it was just heads up.
Yep, that ankle feeling pretty good there from Sosa, huh?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The bombazo from John Sosa.
Kept it a little too hot.
I like that sweater, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Miller throws it long. Excuse me, Pereira throws it long. Matt Perella, second year in the league, first with the Heat. Heat operating the midfield. Guy Gomez with a tackle, and he wins the ball. Can the Comets hold on? They can. Oh, now we've got a warning here. It's going to go against Gomez and Vesko Konov. Guy Gomez threw an elbow, and it nearly got Konov. And Ryan Sigurd saw that immediately and called it on Guy Gomez.
Yeah, great, amazing tackle, and then all of a sudden, the aftermath of it.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in the game here. He did a great thing, and all of a sudden we're on the break. And
here's the restart. Saxby ranging to his right, could not extend to make contact with the ball. A pretty good restart there from Julien Escobar, trying to bend it in there.
Oh, yeah.
7. Vesco, his second of the half.
Good pass up to Togba. Togba chases it into the right wing corner, draws a crowd, plays it back to Kyle Williams. 1:22 left to play in the first. Palmer toe pokes it back to Togba and swing it left side for Robert Palmer. Palmer trying to get it into Gibson, but good defense there by Harrisburg to break it up, and the Heat will take it back. Bremen's there to Perella. Perella's pass played up to Morgan, and a foul called on James Togba of the Comets.
We'll see how the referees handle this game because it's getting physical.
Yes, it is.
They're trying to jump each other, jump the pass and everything. I think it's going to be an exciting game,
Yep.
Nick.
56 seconds left to play in the first. 3-1 KC. Ball played forward for Escobar. On back there to Thompson. Thompson's got it on the half line. .34 seconds left. Brame's got it. Now a header. That one no good. Rebound front and center comes out. Here's a shot and a goal! Julien Escobar hammers it home, and the rookie gets the Heat within one.
Nothing about a rookie there. What? Unbelievable entry pass in here. I mean, he takes it. Not this one. Oh, he roofs it.
Wow. What a goal.
But anytime that you're going to give them space to do entry passes, they haven't done that in a while, Nick. And the Comets laid off a little bit, played a little lax defense, and they pinged it to the back post and caused that goal.
So 3-2, and Escobar with his 9th on the year for the William & Mary product. Again, his rookie season with the Heat this year. Talked about how head coach Pat Healy likes this Heat team that he's got. They're young, they're talented, 5 rookies, and there's one of them right there helping out his team, bringing the Heat to within one. Matingu goes long for Gibson.
Nick, I think with the Heat, they're only going to get better. You can tell them. They're getting better. 5 out of 6 games they've won. They've played better. They played consistent. They're athletic up and down the floor, and they have guys that are hungry. And they have some experience, too, and good coaching. Bob Lilly's another Harrisburg Heat.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Long one from Santana goes over the glass as the horn sounds, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter with the score. Kansas City 3 and the Harrisburg Heat 2. Guy Gomez celebrating his 2nd goal of the season.
Is IRS debt affecting you and your family? If you received a wage garnishment notice, a bank levy, or have unfiled taxes, or if you have an existing IRS debt of $10,000 or more, you need to make the call.
I made the call, and Paramount gave me peace of mind.
Paramount Tax Relief. We're here when it counts the most.
I made the call.
I made the call.
We made the call.
For a free consultation, make the call today.
Is your credit card debt driving you batty?
We're going up! Just like your credit card fees and interest rates. Always fear, the debt suckers are here.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your back. Consolidated Credit will lower your interest rates, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, and get you out of debt fast. Call Consolidated Credit and get your life back.
Call 800-207-4423. That's 800-207-4423.
When Domino's is out for delivery, use Domino's new dinner bell to get the family home.
Sorry. 8 atoms of hydrogen. You're never going to use this anyway. I gotta go.
Ring the dinner bell and they'll come running for their mix and match favorites. Choose any 2 or more like bread twists, specialty chicken, pizza, or salads for only $5.99 each.
All right, second quarter just about ready to get underway. Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos with you here on MASL TV. Great to have you here this weekend. Thanks for spending part of it with us here on MASL TV. Kansas City 3 and Harrisburg 2 as we begin the second quarter and look inside of the Comets huddle right there.
You know what? They're preaching consistency. Get after it energy-wise. They're doing a good job, Nick.
Mark Saxby will switch ends now as we look at Brian Perez, the team captain for the Comets. Perez, a local college product from UMKC right here in Kansas City. Set so many records as a member of the Roos team. Comets will have the ball to begin the second quarter. And a reminder here that to check in with the MASL podcast, hosted by Craig Elston. You can find the podcast at maslsoccer.com. Each week, Craig Elston talks with some of the newsmakers, players, coaches, officials about everything happening in the MASL. I was fortunate enough to be a guest last week, so check it out. It usually drops on Tuesday, so check it out, maslsoccer.com, for your MASL podcast every week.
They do a good job there, Nick.
Yeah, it's fun talking to Craig. He does really a great job with the podcast, as well as being the voice of the San Diego Sockers, who are, I tell you, 13 wins in a row. They're 14-1 overall. They have the best record in the league. Of course, they have Landon Donovan, Boris Pardo, Craig Childs, among others. Perez looking for Gibson. He wanted Leo to come forward. Santana comes out with it and plays it over to Danny DiPrima. DiPrima using a wall pass. Ball loose. Saxby's there. It's still loose. Saxby trying to scramble to kick it away. So are other Comet players. Now a drive save. Saxby. A blast there from Eski, and Saxby makes the save.
First of all, two great saves by Saxby. One reading the ball off the boards, and the next one on a point-blank shot.
Here's Harrisburg operating on offense. Near side it comes to Patrick Thompson. Thompson marked by Stokic. Wall pass looking for Morgan. Comets read that one perfectly. It comes back out to Brame. All the way back to the keeper, Matt Perella. Now to Brame. Walks it across the half line, plays it forward to Morgan. Tavoy Morgan trying to split the defense. Lost it for a second. Taken back by another Heat player. Here's Brame with a drive in there, and it somehow deflects in, and the game is tied at 3. What happened there?
Well, welcome to indoor soccer. A little deflection, a little spin. Watch this, Nick.
Oh, it goes off Ellis and spun into the goal. Well, Matt Brame from Toulon, France, gets his second of the year, and that's another rookie on this Harrisburg team who gets another goal.
A little French luck there, Nick.
I think so.
But here's my thing is, that's, you know what, Kevin Ellis, welcome to indoor soccer there. That's it. You know what, nothing you can do. Turn your body a certain way, deflect it off you, and a little spin. I mean, we've seen 2 goals like that today.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's even now because Kansas City got one early. Now Harrisburg got the second one.
There's Labata KC beating the drum for the fans here. Saxby walks it across the Comets' yellow line, plays it up to Nacho Flores. Flores leading pass to Ellis in the right wing corner. Ellis takes it there. Ellis still loose. Shot! Save! Perella! Boy, good play there by Ellis to get it to Togba. And Togba could not get it around Perella. And Perella throws it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Comets. There's Robert Palmer last week. 8 blocks for the man who is simply irresistible. From Kingston, Jamaica, Robert Palmer has been with the Comets for many years. A Park University product. One of many Park University products here playing for the Comets. I've been so impressed with Kevin Ellis, who has the ball now, with his footwork, his ability to maneuver in traffic. You know, coming from the outdoor game into the indoor game, he might be one of the players who's adjusted the fastest that I've ever seen. Now Gibson pushed forward into the boards, and a foul called against Harrisburg.
Surprised not to see 2 minutes there, but
right on.
Dangerous restart here. Harrisburg has to defend it well. Kansas City's going to set something up here. Wouldn't be surprised if they call a timeout here, Nick.
So right now, Palmer is behind the ball. 11:58 left to play in the half. Tied at 3. And like you called it, Schwabe, timeout.
Just you know what? Kim, I got Kim on speed dial. The coach, the Rocket. Watch this foul here. Comes here, just catches him off balance. You know what? I think it was a good no penalty, no blue card. Definitely a foul. Leo's been on the carpet a little bit this year, hasn't he? We need to get him like a carpet cleaner endorsement because he's been down there a long time. Jeff's a little bit under the weather today, but doing an outstanding job.
Yeah, I hope Jeff. Hope you feel better, brother. He's working on the Twizzlers. He's got himself some fluids. Jeff Houston, one of the hardest working men in arena soccer.
Yes, and as long as he doesn't get sick, we're okay.
That's right. All right, score update from around the league. Milwaukee still leading St. Louis 4-0. That game is in the 4th, so Milwaukee blanking the ambush right now. That's good news for the Comets. Right, at home.
And they lost last night.
So, and you could gain, a game and a half on St. Louis?
Yes.
And you could also gain a game and a half on Orlando, who lost this weekend, too.
Good favorable things, but you know what? They need to take advantage of this.
You got to take care of business right now.
Home cooking, Nick.
So they call a timeout, and they get that guy who they want on the field for every restart back after.
Yeah, the trigger man. They're gonna set something up. They switched Leo around. Kevin Ellis on the left now. Leo was there first. We'll see if they switch it around.
In the wall, Harrisburg puts DePrima.
Watch for Leo Gibson
as
here.
well as Carvalho. Through, we're looking to get it to Perez. And then the Comets kick it back out. Ellis will track it back down on the Comets' defensive half of the field. To Saxby, and then forward up to Matingu. A little bit too strong, and the pass goes back to Harrisburg. And Leo trips up Santana, and a foul called on Leo, and that one could have been 2 minutes as well.
Anytime you get fouled by the...
How about the pink boots there from Nelson Santana? Did you see those, Schwabe?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen those in the league. Santana will go off after playing it to his keeper, Perella. Perella plays it long. Morgan rises up like a fish out of water to try to head the ball. Goes over his head. And the Heat will maintain possession here. Comets out shooting Harrisburg 9-6. Game tied at 3. Two evenly matched teams. And boy, how many games have we seen this season decided by one goal? Wall pass looking for Morgan. Oh, Morgan hit it. Oh, boy, that's gonna hurt. I heard that up here.
He'll have a mark on his chest tomorrow. I don't know if he believes in tattoos, but he just got one.
The header back to Perella. Grant tried to intercept it, but it got there first. Boy, Saxby.
Nick, I think that was a little self-defense. Wow.
Oh, my God.
And that bounced right back to him, too.
Now, you know, I saw Saxby in warm-ups. He was wearing, it looked like a helmet, but he doesn't have it out there during the game. Could have used one there with balls flying everywhere. Now Ellis runs right into the defender, Matt Brame. Up with it now is Harrisburg. And coming back the other way is Konov. Konov's pass over to Thompson. Thompson plays it forward to Carvalho. Carvalho, right side, shot, goal! Once again, it's Konov, and he gets his 3rd goal on the year.
Nick, on the counterattack, Kansas City got caught ball watching, and they had numbers. They had 3v2, and they got roofed at top corner. I'd like to see Saxby.
Was that Brom or was that Konoff. I couldn't tell. I don't think it was Brame. I think it was number 7, Vesko Konov. We'll get an official confirmation here. But the last 3 goals, Schwabe, have been scored by rookies.
Well, that's why they're successful on the road, Nick. I mean,
here's a shot. Comets tie it. And the great one, Leo Gibson, gets his first goal of the game. We're knotted at 4.
Tell you what, you give Leo a chance, opportunity right in the box, in the crease, he's not missing too often. What a great play there.
Gibson's 21st on the year. It ties the game at 4 with 9:41 left to play in the first half. Who was that? Oh, what a ball by Matingu.
Matingu was, you know what, Nick? Unbelievable service. He did the dirty work in the corner, got it out, and just served up Leo on a platter.
A peach. Well, 9.5 to play in the first half. We're tied at 4. This has been a fun and interesting game so far here on Sports Shake Field. Here is Santana again with those pink boots. He and his teammate have the same colored shoes here, Patrick Thompson. 9:09 left to play. Comets will have the ball now on their last third.
Nick, I'd like to see the Comets put a little bit more pressure on the ball to deny the entry pass, because right now they're just giving them way too much room.
Okay, officially it is Vesko Konov with the assist going to Carvalho. Carvalho with his second assist on the year. So Konov, again, the rookie, gets his 3rd goal of the year. This was the goal before Gibson's. And Carvalho, the assist. Ball in the midfield area for the Comets. Carvalho now has 13 assists on the season. Here's Saxby being chased there by Morgan. His pass picked off by Hundell. Here's Hundell down the right side. Can he cut it back? He puts on the brakes. Plays it front and center. Now Morgan. Back to the center circle. Brame plays it to Hundell. Brame center, front and center. Now left side, Carvalho. Carvalho marked by Perez, and Perez and Carvalho got together, and Perez is going to be called for the foul.
A little confrontation there, Nick. I just got a text from my good high school buddy, unbelievable teammate, and my opponent, Mr. Billy Betcher, up in Harrisburg. He just flipped it on, so good to hear from Billy. He said he got some text on. We got to give him a shout out. So
good to have Billy on board with us here on MASL TV.
Billy could probably answer the question: what was the fastest goal in MASL history? And he was on the field at that time.
Was it Jim Schwab?
No, I wouldn't say that. Larry Tukas, though, he could answer that. Billy's favorite song was "Welcome to the Jungle."
Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos, here at Silverstein Ice Centers Arena. Sports Shake Field, the Harrisburg Heat and the Kansas City Comets meeting for the first time this season. Comets and Heat tied at 4. Heat with possession.
Nick, see this. The Comets have good defensive structure here, but I would like to see them press the ball a little bit more and not give them the free space to pass into. Because they've picked out, I mean, they missed a head ball on the back post, and that set up 1 goal, but they just give them too much comfort right now.
Saxby winds up and lets it rip. And the ball bounds into the corner. Anthony Grant is there. Grant, an immediate mark there by Thompson. Now front and center it comes to Perez. Perez will send it over to Gibson. And marking Gibson is David Miller. His brother Tom has a goal this afternoon. Forward down to Anthony Grant. Grant played it off the boards, thought a teammate of his was making a run. No one home. Perella out with it. And just like you said, Coach, here comes the pressure from Kansas City. And Perella plays it long, and the Comets get it back.
Give them different looks, not make them comfortable. The big thing is once they get comfortable, all these guys are skilled. They can pick it out and make some damage.
Good footwork by Kevin Ellis to get it across the line. Kevin puts on the brakes. Looking for a teammate to pass it to. Now goes right wing to Guy Gomez. Gomez front and center to Palmer. Then back to Gomez. Gomez has a goal this afternoon. Now Palmer. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in the first half. Kevin Ellis trying to split the defense. He does. And then he shoots. And he missed it just wide to the right. Can he get it back again? Kevin Ellis, boy, very strong.
Oh, no.
And they're going to call Kevin Ellis for the foul. Didn't he get ball?
No, he got ball. He probably got ball in him. I mean, oh. A delayed blue card.
Ryan Sigich is going to send Kevin Ellis off. Here's another look at that initial shot. And then here's the contact. Let's look. He got the ball.
The big thing there, Nick, anytime you come up with cleats up or, you know, your sole of your foot up,
yep,
you're getting, doesn't give the opportunity. You know what? I don't agree with the call.
Kevin Ellis still talking to the referees before he goes into the penalty box, but he'll be sent off for 2 minutes. And it looks like we're going to take a media timeout here. So let's take a break. When we come back, Harrisburg is going to go on the power play for the first time tonight. Comets at Heat, tied at 4.
Please rise and be recognized.
There's the Frenchman, Alain Matingu, who's had an assist this afternoon. He had 2 goals last week against Orlando. He'll be a part of the man down team for Kansas City, along with his teammates James Togba, Robert Palmer, as well as Ramon Palmer. So Harrisburg on the power play for the first time this afternoon. Here's a drive by Miller. And that one off the board's no good. Harrisburg 50% on the power play this year. They're 11 of 22. Their top power play players are Tom Miller, who has 4 goals, 4 power plays, I should say, and Nelson Santana has 3. In fact, 4 of Tom Miller's 5 goals are power plays. How about that? Kansas City, in terms of penalty killing, 55% on the year. They've been shorthanded 29 times, and they've given up 13 power play goals. They do have 1 shorthanded goal scored by Leo Gibson. Here's Santana. Now to David Miller. Down to the corner. Ooh, flashing in there was Carvalho. Couldn't put a boot on it. Comes back to David Miller. Now into the middle to Daniel Villela. Here's Villela, Tijuana, Mexico native.
Seems like the Comets are trying to keep the Harrisburg Heat on the left side. It seems like they're giving away the right side right now.
Here's Santana. Santana goes hard in there, and Santana's going to be called for a penalty as he goes after the legs of Stefan Stokic.
Get this sorted out. I'll tell you what makes me feel better when I got 2 foot in front.
I tell you what, Nick.
Girl Scout cookies. Girl Scout trim 1720. It's on Girl Scout cookies.
Team captain Nelson Santana. Here it is again.
I tell you what, he went after him a little bit. No, didn't go after him. Went after the ball, and Stokic got in the wrong place, but definitely a foul there. He got his money's worth.
Nelson Santana, 13 years in the indoor game. He leads the team with 23 blocks, 7 goals, 8 assists. He's played for Baltimore, Ontario, Syracuse, California. 2-time champion. He's been around. It ain't his first rodeo, that's for sure.
No, I just think he committed to the tackle, and Stokic got in the way a little bit there.
Sure.
Nothing.
Okay, now, Schwabi, 4v4 out there. What do we got to keep in mind here?
First of all, I would put your best athletes on the floor. Stretch the field out. Let's try to get a Harrisburg exposed here. All right, see if you can make it an athletic game.
All right, so there's 33 seconds left on the Comets penalty. And, of course, 2 minutes now fresh on the Heat penalty. So it's 4v4 for the next 27 minutes.
Here's what's going to happen, though. 27 seconds.
27 seconds, thank you.
What could happen is the Comets try to keep the ball here for 27 seconds, and then they have it the power play. And that's what looks like they're trying to do.
Matingu. Now Kyle Williams gets it back over to Gibson. Gibson thought about, why not? Take a shot. Now Kyle Williams away from the goal. 5 seconds left. Kevin Ellis about ready to come out of the sin bin. The Comets will hold it 1 second. Just as you called it. Comets on the power play now. So Ellis back on the field. Kyle Williams will go off. Perez will come back on. Comets on the power play this year. They are 63%. They're 19 of 30. And their leaders on power play are Togba. Here's Kevin Ellis. Ellis shoots, and that one just wide to the right. James Togba has 5 power play goals. That leads the MASL.
1 minute remaining in the power play.
Lucas, Brian Perez, and Leo have 3 power play goals each. Sosa just outside the Heat yellow line. Now Sosa to Ellis, hits it in there, save, Perella.
3 different times, Nick, they chipped the Ellis. 2 volleys and 1 diving header. Very good save by the Harrisburg keeper.
Boy, Kevin Ellis, he looks tremendous out there right now. 27 seconds on the advantage for KC. Sosa forward to Gibson, hits it first time right off the defender. That one went right off Danny DiPrima. Now Togba with a drive! Top shelf where Grandma keeps the cookies. Togba with a half-dozen power play goals, and the Comets back on top 5-4.
Wow, he put it in the roof, Nick. I'd like to see the replay here. About 23 seconds left in the power play. Pushes to the right side, and he gets all of it.
Oh,
and it goes upstairs.
How about Togba? That's his 2nd on the afternoon and his 12th overall.
Do you think he was thinking about anything else but stop shooting? Holy, no. Hey, might as well tee it up. That's like you putting that's one drop in your mulligan. Getting one off the tee box.
Wow, James Togba from Monrovia, Liberia. It's the same town and country as Leo Gibson in West Africa. Kansas City now. Both teams at even strength. Saxby with the ball, and he'll throw it long looking for Matingu. The ball falls right in front of Matingu, but the Heat come back up with it, and here comes Harrisburg the other way. Trying to slot it into the middle, and making a run was Julien Escobar. Foul called against Harrisburg. 2:51 left to play until half. 5-4 Kansas City. Saxby Puts his left foot into it. That one hit the, well, 3-line violation, I guess, just over the yellow line.
Just creeped over.
So that'll bring it back towards the Comets half of the field. They'll place it at the Kansas City yellow line. And Harrisburg will restart it.
Another Harrisburg legend, David Bascombe, played a little bit. Now he's the head coach of, or the assistant coach of Baltimore. He took us and myself. I was on the curtails or shirt tails of Mr. Betcher and Mr. Bascombe to go to Bermuda.
I'll bet you that was a fun trip.
Oh yeah, 2 years.
How long ago was that?
A long time ago.
It was, so there were no cell phones, huh?
No, thank goodness. But I went down with Billy Betcher and his wife Dawn and David. And
Bascombe, one of the most electrifying players in his day when he played for the Heat. So fast. And he's been, he and Danny Kelly have been coaching together now for a long time. Of course, I remember the likes also of Gino DeFlorio. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
And I mentioned Lee doing the game, the Baltimore game.
Oh, Lee Tashantrit?
Yes, he was doing the Baltimore color. And he said that one foul, he goes, he would have got he would have got kicked out of the country. I go, yeah, that would have took his money first. Sorry, Lee.
Yeah, I enjoy Lee's commentary. And that's so true. He got near anybody, and the whistle was going to be blown. What did he have? More penalty minutes than anybody in the history of the game?
I don't know. I don't want to go that far, but that guy was an unbelievable teammate.
Comets volleying the ball in the midfield area. Leo will kick it back to Saxby. Saxby chests it with about a minute to play here in the first half, and the Comets leading by 1. James Togba has a pair of goals.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Kevin Ellis has a goal. Here's Ramon Palmer. Palmer thought about it. Plays it back to Sosa. Now near side to Anthony Grant. Here's Anthony. Maybe he should have kept that one.
Yeah, I'd probably like to have that one back.
Yeah.
You know what? I was just getting ready to say, let's close out the half by discipline, keeping possession of the ball, and then we just, yeah. But that's okay. Let's see if we can counter that on defense.
Harrisburg's thinking, why not get one more here before the half? Play it over to Thompson. Perella. 30 seconds left to play in the first half. Danny DePrima. Here's DePrima again. Forward towards the corner to Carvalho. Carvalho to Thompson. DePrima. Off the wall. Comets kick it away. 4 seconds left. Ooh, there's a drive, goes right off Sosa. Collective ooh from the crowd on that one.
Oh,
wow. Halftime is here.
Nice gesture by Harrisburg to shake his hand after that. He thumped him a little bit, but good entertainment half, Nick.
For sure.
A few minutes ago at Family Arena in St. Louis.
All right.
Milwaukee winning 6, St. Louis 1.
6-1 final score. Milwaukee beats St. Louis. There's Kevin Ellis, who had a goal in the first half. We're standing by here for Steve Serrano. Hopefully he's going to get a chance to talk to someone here before we close out here and head to send things to a break. All right, you know what? We'll take a break. All right, let's take a break. At the half, Kansas City 5 and Harrisburg 4 will be on board with our halftime show coming up in just a moment.
Stop! Living with hair loss, that is. Losing your hair is no fun, and no one wants to be bald, but there is hope.
Getting my hair back was the best thing that ever happened to me.
I'm happy with the way I look now.
I'm very excited about my hair.
I feel beautiful.
I love my hair.
Hair Club offers all proven hair loss solutions backed by our commitment to satisfaction guarantee. If you're not 100% satisfied with the solution you choose, Hair Club will apply the purchase price to another proven hair loss solution or transplant more hair at no charge.
That was the best thing I've ever done.
It looks good on me.
Call in the next 5 minutes to get your free brochure at no obligation. It will tell you everything you need to know about your hair loss problem, and it's free if you call now.
I am more pleased than what I had even imagined.
I at least look, I would say, 5 years younger.
I'm 52, and I look better now than I did when I was in my 40s.
I feel great.
And that's not all. The first 100 people who call will also receive $250 off any hair loss solution from Hair Club. Call now.
Halftime at Silverstein Ice Center's Arena. The Comets are leading the Harrisburg Heat by a score of 5-4. Joined by my broadcast partner, Jim Schwab. Schwabby, let's take folks around the MASL. You had a chance to talk to Soccer's head coach, Phil Salvaggio, last weekend. The Soccer's amazing. 14-1, Landon Donovan. What do you think about San Diego's success this year?
Well coached, great ownership, but they have the discipline on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball, and all of a sudden, oh, they got help, Landon Donovan.
Yeah.
So they're only going to get better.
Yeah. How do you think he is going to fit into the San Diego team?
Skill, strength, and experience. Yeah, he'll fit in.
Yeah.
They'll make him fit in.
Yeah. We've just heard that Milwaukee has defeated St. Louis 6-1, and then couple that with St. Louis's loss last night to the Heat, and then Orlando's loss on Friday night to the Wave. Comets have a chance here to really move up and get some distance between the two teams that are fighting for second place.
The key, Nick, is to finish this game strong, get the win here at home. They've been playing well, entertaining first half, so we need to finish it off.
And I'd like to get your thoughts also on all of the one-point games that we've seen this year in the MASL. There have been so many close games, more than I can ever remember. Do you have a reason why we've seen so many close games?
No, I think the parity in the league. I think the league rules with the fouls and everything, but it's just back and forth, and I think it's been great refereeing too to keep it intact.
Yeah, well, the Comets have just a few more home games, folks. Friday night, the Comets are going to be hosting the Orlando Seawolves here. Comets have to make some hay in their last remaining games here because it's going to be tough on the road, isn't it?
Yeah, anytime that you can get it home, you got to get victories this late in the season. And also, the play solid, both offensively and defensively. So far, so good in the first half, Nick.
All right, Schwabi, appreciate it. Our halftime show continues here. We'll have the first half highlights coming up. You're watching MASL TV. Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos back here inside of Silverstein Ice Center's Arena Sports Shake Field. Let's take a look at the first half highlights here. And this one here was our first goal of the game. Togba just kind of rolled over the top, but found a pretty good Harrisburg answered right away.
Well done. Watch this. What a strike this was.
That was Guy Gomez right there picking up his second, and then Kevin Ellis.
The seas parted.
The seas parted, and he finished it.
But this is what I'm talking about, pressure on the ball, Nick.
Yeah, there was a goal there by one of the rookies for Harrisburg. And then there's Mark Saxby helping out his own cause there. Two good saves. Boy, Saxby been pretty good today. And then indoor soccer goal right there. Here's another. Oh, there's one that Saxby just took right off the chest. That's going to leave a mark. And then another drive there. That one from Kozoff. Comets get it tied here on that goal by Gibson. And then here's the one that puts the Comets in the lead. Togba.
Yeah, what a strike here. What a great view there from camera angle.
Togba with 6 power play goals. Comets in their gear, watching their team lead by 1 against the Harrisburg Heat. Glad you were with us on this Sunday. You're watching MASL TV.
My name is Blair Underwood. 3 years ago, I started taking Omega XL as a part of my daily healthy lifestyle routine. It's changed my life. I'm here to share my knowledge about this amazing supplement. Omega XL is a natural omega-3 product that is very effective at reducing pain due to inflammation. I rarely endorse any product, but Omega XL is different because it works.
Omega XL is effective at relieving pain and the symptoms of inflammation, including swelling, daily aches and pains, back pain, and swollen joints.
Oh, I'm not weighed down by the burden of pain. It's changed my life. Omega XL, it works.
Start taking this product and you're going to be really happy with the results.
When you're in pain, that's all you can think of.
Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee from the date of your first order. Call now and you'll receive a bottle of Omega XL absolutely free with your first order.
You don't have to accept living a life with pain.
Call now or visit us on the web.
Is your credit card debt driving you batty?
We're going up! Just like your credit card fees and interest rates. Always fear, the debt suckers are here.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your back. Consolidated Credit will lower your interest rates, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, and get you out of debt fast. Call Consolidated Credit and get your life back.
Call 800-207-4423. That's 800-207-4423.
Is IRS debt affecting you and your family? If you received a wage garnishment notice, a bank levy, or have unfiled taxes, or if you have an existing IRS debt of $10,000 or more, you need to make the call.
I made the call, and Paramount gave me peace of mind.
Paramount Tax Relief. We're here when it counts the most.
I made the call.
I made the call.
We made the call.
For a free consultation, make the call today.
Halftime continues here at Silverstein Ice Center's Arena with the Comets leading 5-4. There is Hector Solario there on the left.
And Dr. Neil Kelly on the right.
And Dr. Neil Kelly on the right there. Of course, on the left there, that's Hector there. He's ahead of Labada KC. He is one of the biggest soccer fans in the Kansas City area. He's got his crew here and supports not only the Comets, but of course Sporting Kansas City, and it's always great to have Hector here at the Comets. A sweet soul.
Auto Repair is a proud sponsor.
Brad Zimmerman is there he is right there.
You can visit Hector's Auto Repair at 2603 East 9th Street, Kansas City.
They honor Hector.
Or give Hector a call at 816-218-9205
every game.
Or just swing by and check him out in section 120.
All right, here at halftime, teams coming back out of the locker room, getting warmed up here for the second half. Brad Zimmerman, our director, Lindsay Adele on replay. We have our photographers fanned out across Sports Shake Field. Coach Kim Runfed walking out on the field with assistant coach Leo Gibson. They should be coming into view here on the left side of your picture. There they are. Comets leading 5-4 as teams. We're going to see if we might be able to chat with Coach Kim here before we begin the third quarter. Coach Kim right now in the middle of that huddle with his teammates, so we may not get a chance to talk to him. We have just a few seconds here before the second half is set to get underway. And so it looks like we're going to scrub that interview with Coach Kim. Perhaps we'll chat with him at the end of the game. What do you want from the second half here, Coach?
Well, I think they need to come out here and control the game, Nick. I think they started off well, and all of a sudden it was seesawing back and forth. I think they need to, honestly, I'd love to see high pressure all over the place. Get 5 behind the ball, put pressure on, and see if they can squeeze Harrisburg. Remember, Harrisburg played last night too, on the road. So you're talking about travel, you're talking about weather coming in last night. Everything plays a factor. Now all of a sudden, don't give Harrisburg a chance in the fourth quarter to come back here.
How about for Harrisburg? What do you think they need to do here in the second half?
Doing what they're doing.
Yep.
Give themselves a chance to win in the fourth quarter. They've been doing it. I think it's a great game plan. It's been back and forth. They've played well. They've had good goals. They've had lucky goals. And you know what? They've had good defense. Anytime you're 5-4 on the road, after playing back-to-back games, it's important.
Well, no team has had more than a 2-goal lead here. It's been very close, back and forth. Final score in from St. Louis. The Milwaukee Wave defeat the St. Louis Ambush 6-2. That is a final. And so that's good news for Comets fan. The Ambush avoid the shutout, but they lose at home to the Wave. So Milwaukee improves to 15-3 on the year. And the Ambush, if I'm not mistaken, falls to 9-11. Comets 8-7. Harrisburg is 6-9. The Heat have won 3 in a row. And they got their first road win last night in St. Louis. Harrisburg with the ball. Dylan Hundell to Nelson Santana. Santana drives one right up Main Street. Saxby catches it out of the air, and Saxby rolls it out to Palmer. Return pass to Saxby. Saxby boots it long, and that goes right to a Harrisburg player. Thank goodness their pass was a little heavy there, and the Comets will take it away because Saxby was way off his line. A little dangerous territory there.
Well, Saxby can play with both feet, but obviously his strength is his left foot, and he comes out with his right foot. So kind of a weakness, but you know what? Harrisburg didn't take advantage of it.
13:31 left to play in the third. Comets leading by 1. Saxby is there on over to Sosa. Baltimore defeated Mississauga on the road earlier this afternoon. And as you just heard, Milwaukee beat St. Louis. Coming up tonight, Dallas is at Monterey to run with the Flash.
Tough place to play down there, Nick.
Arena Monterey. Very tough. Harrisburg on the build-up. Hundell. Now to Meller. Meller had it for a moment. There's a drive and a good block by Nacho Flores. That one coming off the foot of Leo Duarte. And Harrisburg controls on the rebound. Tom Miller picks it up on the rebound. Tom and David Miller, both from Oldham, England. David is with his 3rd season with the Heat. And Tom Miller, 7th season with Harrisburg. Patrick Thompson plays at Santana. Santana forward to Carvalho. Carvalho with 16 goals. Comets deflected, spins, and Flores kicks it high into the air towards the center circle. 50-50 ball fought for, won by Harrisburg. Santana with those pink boots plays it over to Thompson, who has a similar pair. Santana looking to play it to someone in the corner. Instead plays it over to a teammate, and then return pass, and now it finally goes forward to Carvalho. Carvalho's one-touch pass looking to get it to Miller. Comets get it and then play it forward to Anthony Grant. Here's Anthony quickly into Harrisburg territory, cuts it back, and then again hits it with the left foot, and a block is made by Harrisburg. Good block there by Patrick Thompson of the Heat.
They got Grant out on a one-on-one with some speed and some space, and good defense by Harrisburg Heat.
Here's Carvalho with an immediate mark by Matingu of the Comets. Now played near side Thompson. Under 11 to play in the 3rd. Harrisburg 6-9 on the year, winners of 3 straight. Harrisburg in 3rd place in the East Division of the MASL. They trail the Blast by 3.5 games. UCFC leads the East, followed by Baltimore and then Harrisburg. Here's Dylan Hundelt. Hundelt just outside, Comet yellow line, into the center to Brame. Brame's got it back. The rookie plays it into the corner, looking to get it to Morgan. Boy, Morgan and Robert Palmer tangled up. And then a foul is called against Brame, against Ramon Palmer. Comets are going to have it there.
Hey, he's apologizing, but he knew what it was doing. That's in the business, and you heard this before, a professional foul.
I've heard you guys refer that.
And that it is.
Take us through this professional foul here. What do you mean by professional? Oh, this is
no big deal. This is men being men. They got tousled up, but along the boards, he pushed it up, beat him. And you know what? It just, instead of chasing him, you might as well follow him. If it makes sense and it's not a blue card, that's a professional foul, Nick.
Gotcha. Sosa looking for a mate to pass it to. Finds Ramon Palmer right out in front of the Comet bench. Palmer turns his back to the defender, shields him away, plays it back to Saxby. 9.5 to play in the 3rd. Comet with a slim 1-goal lead here early on. Here's Perez just out of the gate and plays it down to Gibson in the corner. Then far side Matingu off the wall. Out front, Perez is there. He goes down. Now Harrisburg back with it the other way. Here's Brame. Leading pass to a teammate. Wall pass through the middle. Gets it back. Miller, front and center. No, it's Brame. He shoots, and that one blocked by Matingu. Sosa and Perez there trying to clear it. Heat holding it in. Pass right back to Harrisburg. Here's a drive and a block by Matingu again. Thompson is down there in the corner. And Saxby finally covers up for the Comets.
Lot of positive energy there by Harrisburg. A lot of movement. 2 block shots by Matingu. Favored well for the Comets on that series.
Here's Togba. James Togba has 2 goals this afternoon. He got his 6th power play goal in the 2nd quarter. That put the Comets up 5-4. Now Nacho back to Sosa. Sosa will send one into the corner, looking for Leo. Leo's not there. Tried to play in front of the keeper, Perella. But Perella's got it. He winds up and lets it rip. Throws it right down Main Street looking for Carvalho. Carvalho and Sosa there. Sosa for the Comets comes up with it. Plays it far side Togba. Now Togba's pass a little bit off the mark. Saxby with a good play to kick it away. Saxby goes out to try to clear it away. Now a loose and a foul called on Harrisburg. Saxby looks like may have, banged legs or shins against Carvalho. And Mark Saxby shake it up just a little bit. Saxby, the Olathe, Kansas native, product of Johnson County Community College, your school, as well as Benedictine.
I don't think it was a bad foul, Nick. He's looking to make something happen.
Yeah.
And then Hector didn't like that. He was off. He's got a megaphone down there or something. Not like he needs a more amplified his voice, but
Leo heads the ball into the corner. It bounds unattended, and then Harrisburg is back there to get it. Leo Duarte is there, and a trio of Comet players are there, and they pin the ball up against the boards, and they'll play a drop ball with Gibson and Carvalho.
You don't see that much, Nick.
No, you rarely see that. Kansas City 8-7. Looking to go 2 games over 500. Kevin Ellis has a goal this afternoon. Far side Matingu. Now Palmer. Comets patiently building it up here. Up to Anthony Grant. He's double teamed on the referee's crease. Looking to get it down to Guy Gomez. Correction. Guy Gomez. And then all the way back to Sandovari. Comets with good possession here. 6.5 to play in the third. A 1-goal game with Kansas City on top. The Comets are going to play at home next weekend against the Orlando Seawolves. Friday night, 7:35. KCComets.com for your ticket information. And then the Comets are going to go on the road for 3 straight games. At Baltimore, at Orlando, and then at Florida.
Are we making that road trip?
We should definitely make the Orlando, Florida road trip, don't you think?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah, all right. So we'll work it out. Guy Gomez outside the Heat yellow line. Fires it and ding dong off the post. Palmer is there on the doorstep. And he roofs it up to 111. Timeout on the field. Some good action there by the Comets defender Robert Palmer in front of the goal. The score remains Kansas City 5 and Harrisburg 4. Good competitive game between these two. You're watching the Major Arena Soccer League on 11 Sports, dedicated to delivering world-class sports and lifestyle. Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos, Brad Zimmerman, our director, and we've just had a dead heat there with the sevens.
Photo finish.
Photo finish.
And casino photo finish. Triple sevens. One blew a tire.
You better check the tape on that one. Huh? Get some money on the line.
Oh yeah. Put the money on the wood, make it good, Greg. You know that. I know you don't know that. You only carry credit cards. But we all pay the price for that over the years. Sorry about that. That's personal.
Are you saying I have alligator arms?
Oh, alligator.
I can't reach my wallet.
You have no arms. I can't remember the last time you bought something because it's never happened. He thinks he's got Fox 4 money. Here we go.
Here's Dylan Hundelt. Off the wall. Rebound comes front and center. He'd get it back. Hundelt again. Blocked by Ramon Palmer. Now Kyle Williams out with it for the Comets. Here comes Kansas City back the other way. Slotting it down to Ramon Palmer.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. A laser to the back post.
Ramon Palmer with a missile.
Oh, wow.
Comets
hit all that one.
6-4.
Can you say counterattack? Look at this. Takes a touch and says, oh, my goodness. And he hit it well.
We haven't heard from Ramon Palmer in a while. He gets his 7th tally on the year. And for Kyle Williams, that is his 2nd assist on the afternoon, his 8th on the year.
Nick, if you look at it again, I think he struck it well. Great counterattack. I think Harrisburg's keeper should have had it. He went down a little early, and anytime you go down early in this, just yeah. But
Ramon doesn't smile very often, but you saw him show a little bit of those.
I would too. You know what? He found one. That's like you finding 20 in your pocket at the end of the night. How'd he get there? Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
No other choice.
6-4.
He's got a lot of confidence with his feet. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
4:39 left, Nick. The big key here, now they're going to try to spread them out. The key is not to get complacent, and let's keep going forward here. Get it to 7-4 and see what happens.
Kansas City and Harrisburg fight for it right on the half line. It comes out to Morgan. Here comes Morgan walking down Main Street here, and Morgan wanted the foul. And Sigich has just called for a foul, or maybe he just warned Tavoy Morgan.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit, they'll say warning on his descent. He didn't like the call. He didn't like the no call. He said something about it.
It's a big word if you're playing.
I'll be honest with you, Nick. That's a...
And now Brame and Gibson get tangled up.
Diving warning.
And a diving warning. Okay, gotcha. From Ryan Sigich.
Is it coming?
It's coming.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait.
Coming.
And you have two guys up in the booth. Would love to do it with them.
We do. We have Hayden Palesi, and we got his friend. What's your name again? What is it? Teddy.
Not Nugent.
And we got Mom Beth up here too.
Oh yeah, and they're all going to be Gundam style soon. Get ready to get dancing.
Okay, you ready? Can you guys do the Gundam style? Come on, I want you guys to do it with me. All right?
Yep.
All right.
It's coming.
Restart. Kansas City coming up here. 4:02. Nacho is going to trigger it. Fires it right on, and Perella makes the save. The rebound shot by Matingu is blocked out by Harrisburg. Kansas City will maintain possession. Back to Saxby. And then Palmer lets it roll through to Flores. Nacho kicks it over to Leo. A little bit off the mark. And Harrisburg heads it over to Morgan.
Nick, Kansas City has to be careful here. They're flourishing on offense, right?
Yep.
And it's scramble. The energy's good. Not to pick up a dumb, excuse me. not a good penalty here. They have to be careful that they're disciplined not to pick up a foul and stay behind the ball.
Here's Carvalho. Off the boards. Driven in there by Villela. Now right side again, Carvalho. Marked by Matingu. Carvalho knocked out of bounds by Matingu. Boy, good defense there by the tall, lanky Frenchman. Alain Matingu.
How about Dominic Frances? Just put an unbelievable crisp ball across with his left foot.
Yep.
I like the way he plays.
3:06 left to play in the third. Restart coming up here to Harrisburg. They go off the glass, and Saxby reads it perfectly. Makes the save to Sosa. Now Matingu. Matingu back to Saxby. Boy, great observation, Schwabi. You can tell Saxby does feel more confident with his feet. Meanwhile, Kevin Ellis and the Heat player go full speed into the corner, and a foul called on Ellis.
Yeah, you just got to be careful there. You know what? The discipline of you winning and the knowledge of you winning is more important than you taking not a smart foul down there.
Two minutes and 36 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Ellis. Ellis gets tripped up by Francis, and a foul called on Harrisburg.
Ellis fell. Francis didn't like it, but welcome to indoor soccer. You know what I tell all young referees?
What do you say?
Every time you blow the whistle, you're going to make somebody happy and somebody pissed. Just do it with confidence. I don't care. Like when I'm coaching college, if they do it with confidence, Nick, I don't have a problem. If they don't, then I get in their business. Then it's grill time.
Oh boy, I would not like to referee one of your games.
Oh, it's easy if you do your job. You would love the referee. You get paid, not you don't have to pay in cash. Gosh, I didn't know that about you. Well, I should know after 20 years.
Oh. Sosa. Forward to Togba. It goes off of Francis out of bounds from the Heat, and so Kansas City will have it on the near touchline.
So the Comets right now, they're making some things happen, but the big thing is not give up any opportunities to Harrisburg.
Counterattack by Harrisburg. Carvalho down the left side. Nacho takes it away from him. Now a 3v2 on the counter. Here's Nacho. Oh, his pass is knocked up by Carvalho. Kansas City will have to reset their offense. Nacho plays it back to Matingu. Into the center circle for Nacho. 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the third. Kansas City with one goal here in the third. Ramon Palmer from Kyle Williams. And that's our score, 6-4.
1 minute remaining.
Into the corner for Matingu. Matingu goes in, falls down. Nelson Santana out with it for Harrisburg. He played it forward. Kansas City gets it back. Ramon Palmer's there, zigzagging out front. Palmer cuts it back, now to his left, down to Matingu. Hits it first time.
He had him doing everything. Holy mackerel. Mardi Gras time. He had him dancing. Had the beads out.
Now a long drive, a bombasso from Robert Palmer, and a goalkeeper distribution coming up.
Nick, you can't say bombasso when the ball goes up in the popcorn stand.
But I say that for Robert Palmer because
please.
No?
No. Bombasso is meant for the
when it goes in.
On frame, please. And I know you're a professional, but come on.
All right, I'll buy the next one, all right?
No. That'll be the day.
22 seconds left in the third. That one had some spin on it. Saxby out to Ramon Palmer. 10 seconds left. Now Morgan had it knocked away by Kansas City. Stokic kicks it over his head. 2 seconds left, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. One goal scored in the third, and that gives the Comets a 2-goal lead. Their biggest lead of the game from that guy right there. We'll be right back.
A purposeful life is the inspiration and foundation of MNU. It's more than getting a better job. It's becoming a better person. The Christ-centered, student-centered culture at MNU will leave you transformed. Our professional and graduate degree programs will challenge and inspire you to become the person you always knew you were meant to be. Learn, grow, and earn your degree at MNU, a school that shares your values and your passion. MNU, purposefully different.
Is your credit card debt driving you batty?
We're going up! Just like your credit card fees and interest rates. Always fear, the debt suckers are here.
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your back. Consolidated Credit will lower your interest rates, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, and get you out of debt fast. Call Consolidated Credit and get your life back.
Call 800-207-4423. That's 800-207-4423.
Is IRS debt affecting you and your family? If you received a wage garnishment notice, a bank levy, or have unfiled taxes, or if you have an existing IRS debt of $10,000 or more, you need to make the call.
I made the call, and Paramount gave me peace of mind.
Paramount Tax Relief. We're here when it counts the most.
I made the call.
I made the call.
We made the call.
For a free consultation, make the call today.
Baltimore beat Mississauga on the road this afternoon, and Milwaukee took care of St. Louis on the road. Milwaukee improves to 15-3. St. Louis drops to 9-11. Baltimore improves to 11-6, and Mississauga falls to 3-14. Comets trying to pick up a win here this afternoon against Harrisburg, leading 6-4. Alongside Jim Schwab, I'm Nick Vassos. We have our Jeff Husted up here helping us out. As well as our Silverstein Ice Center's crew. Thank you all so much for your help this afternoon.
They do a great job.
They do a fantastic job.
They put it on the platter for us, Nick.
Yes. Oh, they serve it up. We hopefully knock them down.
We try to.
That's right. And there's Mark Saxby. He's had a good game today, don't you think, Schwabi?
Yeah, I think he's done very, very well. He got caught on his distribution a couple times.
Yep.
But did very, very well.
All right, we are set to go for the fourth and final frame. Comets will have the ball to begin the last quarter, and they will move it right to left here in the fourth quarter. There's the official ball of the MASL, the MITRE ball. MITRE originated in Huddersfield, England, way, way back in the day. And MITRE provides game-specific balls for the MASL and MASL2, and Leo Gibson almost put that MITRE ball into the net once again. He has one goal this afternoon. Comets with a 2-goal lead, and they have possession of the ball. Brian Perez, the team's captain, plays it back to Sosa. John Sosa. Forward it comes to Togba. Togba has a pair of goals tonight. Now forward it comes to Gibson. Gibson faces Santana. Gibson bangs it off of Santana, and it goes out of bounds.
Wherever Leo goes, Santana goes.
We've seen that from teams coming in here.
Hold on, wouldn't you?
Of course you will. Yeah, exactly. Sosa with a drive, and Perella comes out with the save. Dylan Hundell with the rebound. Here's Hundell across the half line. Over to Carvalho. Carvalho moves to his right, puts on the brakes, and plays it back. Nelson Santana. Now Patrick Thompson. Down to Tavoy Morgan. Morgan off the boards. Swatted away by Saxby. Morgan goes down. Another shot by Francis and blocked by the Comets. Now Santana faked it with his right, fakes it again with his right. And then that one up and over the glass by Francis. I think Santana is a lefty here, and the Comets were forcing him that way the whole time.
I think he can use, you know what, he's a highly skilled player, has been around the league 13 years. He can carve it up both ways.
Yep.
Section 109 for more details.
Boy, at the other end, Perella almost a miscue there with Guy Gomez near the area, but Harrisburg comes back up with it, and Villela plays it over to a teammate. Then it comes near side to Thompson. Kansas City out shooting Harrisburg 17-13. Comets knock it away. Kevin Ellis picks it up for Kansas City. His pass picked off, and the Heat come back with it the other way. It's a 3v2. Here's Dominic Francis with a drive off the boards, no good. Rebound comes over to Thompson, another wall pass, and that one comes out to the Comets. Harrisburg takes it back once again. Here's Villela again. Villela with a block by Kevin Ellis. Oh my. Great block there by Kevin Ellis, playing in his third game. Now Carvalho blasts one, and that one goes up nearly into the second deck. Right up against the Hot Winter Nights banner. There's Carvalho. Ricardo Carvalho from Salvador, Brazil. He was an all-rookie in the 15-16 season. His third year with the Heat, fourth as an arena pro. Ramon Palmer double teamed against the boards. It comes out and eventually back to Palmer. Robert Palmer now near side Gibson. Leo Gibson with 21 goals and 22 assists. He's among the league leaders in the MASL for the great Leo Gibson. Here's Leo. His pass a little bit off the mark, and it's taken by Dylan Hundelt and played forward to Carvalho. Carvalho combs it a couple of times, goes off the glass, headed back in there, and it goes in. And Harrisburg gets within one. Maybe a mistake there by Kansas City, trying to put a boot on that, and I think he knocked it past Saxby. Take a look here, Schwabe.
Well, a couple mistakes made. One with the pass across. Never make a pass across and get cut out. Then the second one, just pass back to the keeper, got cut out.
So Hundelt comes up with the goal, and that's just his second goal on the season. 6-5 is our score. And we have a long, long way to go here, folks. Long way to go.
Hundelt follow the play, right?
Yeah.
All, you know what, had hustle, determination, and good goal by Hundelt for Harrisburg.
So Comets back to work here, leading by 1. Jimmy, you and I talked about it at halftime. All the close games that we've had this year in the league. So many one-goal games. Games decided by just one goal here. Comets, though, as I cite a stat here from the professor Brian Holland, Comets are 15-3 since coming back into the league in 2010 on afternoon games, Sunday afternoon games. 15-3. Here is Gibson. Darts inside, and Perella knocked it out of bounds. And the officials are looking at each other, and yeah, they're going to call it right at the top of the arc. Ryan Sigich was looking at the other referee, and now the referee, now they're going to change the call here.
I was going to say, Nick, that's a save.
Yeah.
I mean, he's good, but he's not that good.
Right. All right, restart KC. Here's Sosa through the middle to Matingu, and Matingu couldn't get a boot on it. Saxby comes way off his line to play it on over to Sosa. Now Perez. Comets have, after this game, have 2 home games remaining. They'll finish 6 of their last 7 on the road. Meanwhile, Harrisburg will have several games at home to close out the season. In fact, 6-game homestand to close out. Togba, left footer, looking for the hat trick just above the crossbar. Now Ellis bangs it off the boards. Is there anybody there? That was really close, but Robert Palmer couldn't get there. Now Gibson over to Perez. Perez looking for a teammate. Comets will go for some changes here.
Nick, watch out here because Leo is withdrawn a little bit. But with that being said, that's what happened last time, and all of a sudden defensively, not saying he's a liability, but you know what? I'd rather have a defender in the back when they start springing out on the attack.
Gibson will go off and Guy Gomez will come on. Togba.
The league's got to be happy with all the close games. Nick, I mean, it's unbelievable. All the close games and the great competitions.
What a nice wall pass by Anthony Grant to get by one defender. Here's a shot by Palmer, and it just goes wide.
Left-footed shot by Palmer. Grant made a great slice and dice opportunity there. Oh, he wants a little bit more.
Little stop and go action there from Anthony Grant.
He wants a little bit of that. Little shake.
Harrisburg kicks it away. Kansas City will build it up again. Under 9 to play in the game. Forward to Ellis. Pushed from behind by Thompson. Into Guy Gomez. Right side. Palmer shot. Deflected away by Perella. Now correction, that was Kyle Williams. And now back the other way comes Harrisburg. Danny DePrima is there. But the Comets take over. Harrisburg goes for changes. Can the Comets catch him on a change? Here's Robert Palmer. Palmer runs right into Dominic Francis. No call. Now Matingu in the corner. Goes through Matingu's legs, and a foul called on Alan Matingu. One goal so far here in the fourth by Dylan Hundell, his second on the year, to bring Harrisburg to within 1. What is going to happen here? Here's Villela. A drive from the yellow line and then redirected by Carvalho, and I think that was a save by Saxby.
Saxby got an arm up, Nick.
Whoa.
I mean, just a reaction save. Great save. Look back on that, Nick. If Comets win the game, that could be the save of the match.
And Matingu takes down the Heat player. And it's Matingu.
Anytime on the road, the Harrisburg Heat, whoever you're coming into the Comets building, watch this save. Look at this. Little far post and deflection.
Big time deflection. Right place, right time. Wall pass by Harrisburg. It comes off to Kansas City though, but nobody there to help out Nacho with the counterattack, and it goes right back to Harrisburg. 7:46 left to play.
Great no call there.
Now Carvalho with it on the far side. Here's Dylan Hundelt again off the glass. A runner in there, shot and a goal! Dominic Francis ties the game. We are tied at 6 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. The Heat banging on the door, and they finally knock it down, and they get this game tied. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to play, and it's an even game.
The dance cam going here.
Oh, look at that. He's got the Fortnite going right there. He's got the Comet scarf. He's got the Comet jersey. And a Jayhawk hat. There's Dominic Francis right there, who scored the last goal for the Harrisburg Heat to get it tied at 6-all. What a game between these two teams.
Some great goals, too.
Oh, man. Francis, by the way, he picks up his 9th on the year. Dominic Francis from Huddersfield, England. There's several players from across the pond playing for Harrisburg. There's Perella. He has it for the Heat. He'll play it near side of Leo Duarte. Back to Perella. He kicks it long. Comets pick it up on the half line. Coming up on 7 minutes to play in the game. We're tied at 6. Sosa will kick it into the corner looking for Ramon Palmer. And a pass back there to the keeper, Meller, and this is going to give the Comets a chance here right at the top of the arc.
Yes, it is, sir. And a good call, you know what? Harrisburg's complaining, and they have nothing to complain about. It was a pass back.
Great opportunity for the Comets and a timeout.
Timeout. 6:57 left. Got a timeout. The draw up a set piece here, Nick.
Comets would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter founded in Huddersfield, England. That's the same place that Dominic Francis is from, and is among the world's oldest sporting good brands. Starting production back in 1817, Miter is a proud partner of the Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and MASL2. Also invite you to take a listen to the MASL podcast, which you'll find at MASLsoccer.com. Craig Elston, the voice of the San Diego Sockers, is your host. He'll talk to coaches, players, officials from around the league, give you some insight on what's happening around the MASL. That usually drops every Tuesday, so check it out, MASLsoccer.com. 6:57 left to play in the game. Comets come back out on the field with Sosa, Gibson, Perez, Ellis, and Togba. And for Harrisburg, back on the field comes Patrick Thompson, Nelson Santana. Danny DePrima, Dylan Hundell. 3 men in the wall for Harrisburg. Sosa fakes it, then he shoots, and it does not go through there. Comets were looking for a handball. Now Ellis out front with a chance, and that one blocked. Ellis comes back with his rebound. Boy, he's everywhere. Ellis still with the ball, going forward. Taken down, still going forward. Ball squirts out. Here's Gibson trying to slide it over to Togba, and then broken up by Thompson. Kicks it all the way back to Saxby. 6.5 to play in the game. Boy,
Not the restart they're looking for, Nick. Ball got cut out again, kind of rushed a little bit.
last week Sosa did that same move, and it worked twice against Orlando, where he faked it one way, it broke the wall apart, and then Sosa went right through that spot. Here's Gibson in the corner. Back to Perez. Perez shoots. Perella makes the save and then pounces on the rebound.
Good save by Perella there. And I think Harrisburg wants a timeout.
And they're going to get it.
I think they've got stretched out with their subs. They're looking to get consistency and get a little rest here going down the stretch. And as Harrisburg is concerned, they've done their job. 5:58 left, and they got a chance to win it on the road.
Pat Healy, in his first year as Harrisburg's head coach, played so many years in Baltimore, winning several championships with the Blast.
Smart player, very intelligent, very enthusiastic, and he carries that over in the coaching realm. Remember the great Jim Pollahan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, another one.
Oh, my gosh.
Harrisburg.
For sure.
We'd also like to
Richard Chinapoo.
Post-game party at Jazz Louisiana Kitchen, just a couple hundred yards to the east of us here. From the arena.
Don't forget, Comets fans, just a few home games remaining here. The next home game is Friday, March 8th against Orlando. That's next weekend at 7:35. So be sure to get your tickets at kccomets.com. That's going to be a really fun game. Don't miss out. Next Friday night against the Orlando Magic at 7:35. And for you Heat fans, the next home game is going to be on St. Patrick's Day, Sunday, March 17th. Your Heat will welcome in the Baltimore Blast for a 5:05 Eastern time start at Farm Show Arena. So be sure to get your tickets for the Blast and the Heat from Farm Show. Under 6 to play in the game. Perez will throw it long, and he nearly threw it out of bounds. Headed in the air by the Heat player twice. Stokic with a touch on it. It bounds back towards the Harrisburg side of the field. Kansas City will dive in to try to win the ball back, but Harrisburg's Dylan Hundelt is now back with it. And a big challenge there by Ramon Palmer, who wins it back. Now Palmer played it to Robert Palmer. And then Ramon got by one player. Boy, a big hold by Francis is not called. Now here's Palmer with a Joe on the doorstep. Comets with a great chance there. Now Matingu with a toe poke from beyond the yellow line. Into the corner again. Here's Robert Palmer, heels it back. Matingu, a left footer, goes over the glass.
Good opportunity there.
Margaret.
I mean, it was.
Holy cow.
But Nick, the opportunities have come there. Now all of a sudden it's time to play defense. 5:11 left. Get behind the ball, pressure on the ball, and they're going to get chances.
Perez, he'll throw it right down the middle of the field, headed away by Sosa. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be the Heat's ball right out in front of their bench with under 5 to play. We are tied at 6, folks. Sosa kicks it from Kansas City's last third. Harrisburg holds it in. Santana on the half line. Far side for Thompson. That one played to Esque and back to Thompson. Thompson trying to split the two Comet defenders, and a foul called on Kansas City. I don't know if that's Stokic or if that's going to go against Sosa.
I would say both of them, but Stokic, I mean, they're looking like they're trying to isolate Stokic there.
Number 27, Stokic is first of the half.
Stokic comes up with the foul. Santana. What is going to happen here? About 4 minutes to play in the game. We're tied at 6. Harrisburg. Santana. Played into the corner there from Escobar. Now Dylan Hundelt. Hundelt tried the right corner, stopped. Whistle and a foul called on Sosa.
Dylan Hundelt has had a great second half. Involved in the last couple goals and had played with a lot of confidence is coming up in the last second half.
Escobar will trigger the restart. Julien Escobar, his second year as an arena pro. Escobar front and center. Santana thought he might shoot that one. Back to Escobar. Escobar wall pass through the area. Here's a drive. Save! Saxby! Oh, Margaret. Huge save. And that was Hundelt right there once again, Schwabe. Now Carvalho. Heat looking for a foul there. Kansas City out with it. Here's Togba forward to Gibson. Leo looking to get it to Nacho. Nacho shoots just wide. Coming up on 3 minutes to play. Nacho Flores. That one off of Harrisburg, and Kansas City will have it. We mentioned earlier, since 2010, the Comets are 15-3 on Sunday afternoon games since they've rejoined the arena game. Overall, the Comets are 36-9 all time in day games.
They like the afternoon, don't they, Nick?
They certainly do. We hope that trend continues if you're a Comet fan. Now forward to Anthony Grant's got some space. Anthony Grant shoots. Ding dong off the post. Now Ellis. He shoots. That one just wide left. Rebound comes to Palmer. Palmer! There it is. Boom. Basso.
Now you can call it. Boom. Oh, he hit that with some velocity.
Sam.
Watch this. Kevin Ellis, yeah, he'll take a little poke there. Comes back. Oh, my. Oh. Was it deflected by Grant?
I don't know. That was.
Watch this. Let's see if it gets deflected. I mean, it was a hit with a bunch. Maybe.
Oh, it may be. Maybe it was. Not sure, but.
Uncle Nick, and not saying Nick Vastos. Uncle Nicky Grant right there.
Robert Palmer. We'll give it to Robert Palmer unless we hear otherwise. Robert Palmer picking up his 4th goal on the year and a huge goal for the Comets. It gives them a 7-6 lead. And they're going to give the assist to Kevin Ellis.
Goal is scored at 11 minutes and 57 seconds.
So, and that goal at 11:57. And the Comets.
6th attacker here by Harrisburg, Nick.
6th attacker is out. 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to play in the game. Comets lead by 1. Dominic Francis with the ball. Nelson Santana. Forward. Now far side, Santana. Francis. Comets extending their defense. Togba. Correction, Matingu. Here's Matingu. Over to Palmer. Ramon Palmer, that is. Now the counter. Here's Carvalho. Now the ball pinballing around. Sosa clears it away towards the half line. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left to play in the game. Comets lead by 1.
Remember, Nick, cut the ball out of the middle and put pressure on Harrisburg. Do not let him put the entry pass in.
The Frenchman. 1 minute, 54 seconds left. Kansas City lost it, but a foul called on Harrisburg.
Hey, thank goodness there, Nick. They have to be careful. 1:51 left, 7-6.
Saxby. Now Sosa. Comets are going to see some high pressure here. Saxby plays it long. Chested by Santana. Popped up into the air. 1 minute, 34 seconds left. Here comes Harrisburg pushing up. Santana to the 6th attacker. Now into the area. Almost went out of bounds. Boy, that could have been a restart for Harrisburg. That was close. Now Togba goes in and he wins it. Togba taken down, still on his feet. And a foul called on Harrisburg. The 6th attacker finally chopped down James Togba.
Great tackle in the middle of the field. No call, and he came back at it.
Togba shaken up. Togba with a pair of goals this afternoon. Got another look at it here, Schwabe. What do you see?
Well, he comes back.
Oh. Got money's worth there. Ooh, and then I think he stepped on him.
Yeah. Here's the key, Nick, here. Nacho's on the ball. They have to be careful. Whoever, Sosa's on the ball now. Keep possession. Just don't give it to the keeper. I would go back to our keeper. Go back again.
They do just that. Saxby turns it loose into the corner for Gibson. Gibson chests it, settles it, under a minute to play. Gibson. Gibson still with the ball. Whistle. And a foul is called on Kansas City.
I would have liked to see Leo clip the ball out there. He didn't have a chance to.
Oh, they're going to drop it.
Well, I don't know what.
That was weird. Now, Nacho. Nacho shoots, and the save is made by the 6th attacker. 42 seconds left. Kansas City trying to dig it out of the boards along with Dominic Francis.
Hold it on for your life.
And, oh,
here we go.
Oh, easy, easy, easy. Dominic Francis, James Togba. Got a whistle here.
Probably the most 2 experienced referees in the league tonight, Nick.
We're going to say it's against Kansas City. And a timeout called. Here it is again.
There's nothing there. You know what? His hands got up.
It
right?
got into the face, I guess, of Dominic Francis.
Yeah, it wasn't a, you know what? A good no call. Hold on. A good foul. Good no call for 2 minutes there. Nothing was going on.
All right, 33.5 seconds left to play in the game, Schwabi. It's going to be Harrisburg's ball on Kansas City's yellow line. If you're the Heat and you're Pat Healy, what are you telling your guys in order to get down the field and try to get a tally here in the last few seconds?
First of all, I wouldn't be worried about the referee as Brian Perez is worried about the referee here. Harrisburg has to get the ball forward. If they get the ball forward and get the ball back, they have a lot of time to set up a play. Similar to 6th attacker. Depending on how the Comets set it up, if they pressure them, then you got to dump a pass long and they get it back. If they don't pressure, then just play it out of the back here. We'll see what happens. I would say step 1, if the Comets pressure, we'll see what happens. It doesn't look like they're going to pressure. Looks like they're going to go back and get 5 guys behind the ball.
On the field for the Comets comes Kevin Ellis, Robert Palmer, Ramon Palmer, John Sosa, and Alan Matingu.
Now on this situation, Nick, Harrisburg, I would tap the ball forward and watch. Let the ball travel and get into space. See if you can get into the offensive attack right away.
There's Santana, plays it forward to the 6th attacker, 30 seconds left. Right side Francis, forward to Morgan, back to Francis. Now near side 6th attacker, 22 seconds left. Fired in there. Off the glass, no good. Oh, Dominic Francis on the rebound. He got all of that one, but could not put it on frame. 18.4 seconds left.
So Saxby here has got to make sure he makes good distribution. I would say he's going to throw long to a head here. Make sure the ball doesn't go out of bounds.
Right down the middle of the field, 14 seconds left. Kicked up towards the half line, 10. Kansas City kicks it off of Nelson Santana, and it's going to be the Comets' ball.
Great tackle there. That's what you want to do, get a hard tackle, get a piece. Harrisburg, watch, just dump the ball here and let's end the game here.
5 seconds left. It goes off of Harrisburg. No, it goes off of Kansas City. Harrisburg's ball with 2.8 seconds left.
So you know what's going to happen here, Nick? The ball is going to be on frame. Look for a deflection.
Everybody in the area. Santana hits it in there, and it goes up and over the glass. 1.1 seconds left to play.
The goalie's second best friend, not the goalpost. The ball out of bounds. Looks like a Comets victory. You know what? What a great competition. What a great match tonight.
Terrific game.
Saxby's just going to dump it up in the air, and
Saxby throws it long. Horn sounds, and that's a winner.
Call it a day.
A Kansas City winner. Final score 7-6. Kansas City ends Harrisburg's 3-game winning streak. The Comets improve to 9-7, and Harrisburg falls to 6-10. We're standing by here. We're going to be chatting with either players from Kansas City and from Harrisburg. We're going to hear from both of them. Comets, a very important win here at home, and Mark Saxby improves to 4-1 and he gets his first start in nearly a couple of weeks after the departure of Brett Petracek. So congratulations, Mark Saxby. He and his teammates, a hard-fought 7-6 victory over the Harrisburg Heat.
Or Ticketmaster.com, we got 2-game lead as our regular season gets tighter and tighter towards the finish.
Great victory by Saxby.
Robert Palmer gets the game winner, his fourth goal on the year. And Robert Palmer's first game winner in a while. We are standing by. We're going to chat with Harrisburg's head coach, Pat Keeley. And he is with our Steve Serrano. Steve?
You just talked about it just seconds ago. You said not a lot of shots on goal. Did you feel a little bit stronger then?
Yeah, I thought we had a great effort tonight, back to back. You know, coming in this building against a great team that's fighting for their playoff lives. It was a great effort. I just thought we had more shots on goal, but great effort by my guys, that's for sure.
Is there anything specific that maybe you guys can learn from this to take into next week?
No, we're playing great. Won 5 of the last 7, now 5 of the last 8. We're playing great. You know, St. Louis fighting for the lives, Kansas City fighting for the lives. We played our hearts out. Great little comeback, and we're in the game. Great finish at the end. This is a great game. Great, you know, if you're not coming to this game, you know, you got to get here.
That's right. Best of luck. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks.
Yeah, good point there by Coach Healy. You know, I mean, it's a great game. It's a great product, you know. A good game for the fans.
Anytime you win on the road in St. Louis, drive here, and get here and win.
All right, let's kick it down to Steve Serrano. He's got...
Definitely a high-scoring game and a huge win for you guys to come up by 1 towards the end. How did it feel tonight?
Yeah, sometimes it happens like that. You know, we're not going to win with, you know, playing pretty. Sometimes, you know, a ugly win is better than a pretty loss. So, you know, we're thankful for that.
Now it's definitely, as the season gets closer towards the end, it's almost time for, you know, you guys really to start putting things together. Does it feel like that's in the right direction that you guys are going right now?
Yeah, definitely. We are at a place right now where every game, it matters like a playoff game with, you know, St. Louis and Orlando right there. So we're going to keep pushing, and every game is going to be like that for the rest of the season till playoff.
Anything else you'd like to say to these fans as they fought the ice, they fought the snow, and every meteorologist in Kansas City saying not to leave Kansas City and not leave their home?
You guys are the #1 fans in the MASL. Thank you so much for supporting us.
There you go, another big win, 7-6. Your play of the game. Nate, back to you.
All right, there's Robert Palmer. He got the game winner, and congratulations to him. Fans thanking those who showed up here this afternoon at Silverstein. Jim and I will be right back to wrap it up.
Are you suffering from ongoing aches and pains? Did you get a little too ambitious enjoying your favorite activities? Don't live in pain. Contact Select Physical Therapy for relief today. From our individualized treatment plans and convenient hours to a highly trained and compassionate clinical team, Select Physical Therapy is your only choice for physical therapy, hand therapy, sports medicine, and work health services. Your healing can start today. Schedule an appointment at one of our convenient locations at selectphysicaltherapy.com or call 800-770-6682.
Stop living with hair loss, that is. Losing your hair is no fun, and no one wants to be bald, but there is hope.
Getting my hair back was the best thing that ever happened to me.
I'm happy with the way I look now.
I'm very excited about my hair.
I feel beautiful.
I love my hair.
Hair Club offers all proven hair loss solutions backed by our commitment to satisfaction guarantee. If you're not 100% satisfied with the solution you choose, Hair Club will apply the purchase price to another proven hair loss solution or transplant more hair at no charge.
It was the best thing I've ever done.
It looks good on me. Call in the next 5 minutes to get your free brochure at no obligation. It will tell you everything you need to know about your hair loss problem, and it's free if you call now.
I am more pleased than what I had even imagined.
I at least look, I would say, 5 years younger.
I'm 52, and I look better now than I did when I was in my 40s.
I feel great.
And that's not all. The first 100 people who call will also receive $250 off any hair loss solution from Hair Club. Call now.
Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos back here to wrap it up. Comets a 7-6 victory over the Harrisburg Heat. How about, let's talk about a couple of players here. Kevin Ellis, goal and an assist tonight. He continues to impress in just his 3rd indoor game as a pro.
Yeah, both ways, Nick. Offensively, defensively, calm on the ball. And he's done well for the Comets.
John Sosa, 3 assists tonight from the defender. And, you know, terrific on the restart. John Sosa, he's been playing a whole lot better recently.
A lot better. You know what? I'd like to see discipline. Not going forward, not diving in, keeping the Comets in the game and not giving up a lot of goals.
Good to see you, Schwabe. Next Comets game is going to be Friday, March 8th here at Silverstein at Orlando. The next game for Harrisburg is March 9th at Mississauga. The Comets victorious over Harrisburg, 7-6. Thanks for watching MASL TV and good night from Sport Shake Field.